Yo guys, what's up and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be telling you guys about the scariest life story I've ever had. Scariest part of my life, pretty much. So, me and my family went out to go skiing for New Year's. I snowboard, they skied. So we went to my friend's house, which is out by a big mountain. And it was the night before New Year's, and we were about to go home to watch the ball drop, and me and my dad, we were like, okay, let's just go on one more slope, because why not? And so we went on, and the lift, and I was like, Dad, please, we have to do a double black diamond. And he was like, no, dude, like, those are really hard. And I was like 6 or 7, so I was like not that good yet. And he was like, dude, you'll get hurt, you shouldn't do those. And I was like, no, we have to do it. And he was like, no. And so I got mad. But I mean, I didn't really get mad, but yeah. Eventually, he let me do it, even though he said he wanted to be right with me for the whole time so that I wouldn't get hurt and stuff. But that's not what happened, obviously, because I'm doing a life story about it. And so, his buckle broke when he got to the top of the lift, and since his buckle broke, he had to wait for me. Well, I had to wait for him, and so I was at the, oh crap, I just threw a grenade like right there. So, I went down the slope a little bit, and then he told me to stop because he had to fix his buckle. I was like, okay, so I waited for him, and he was fixing his buckle, and then all of a sudden, I started going down, and I didn't mean to, like, I just couldn't stop, so I stopped eventually, and I could still hear him, he was still in earshot, and I kept going down for some reason. I kept, like, sliding down slowly and slowly, so I took off my left boot, I think. No, my right boot. And I started to just sit down, but then my board started angling down, and I was really small, so it started pulling me down the mountain. So I was, like, still attached to my board, but it was pulling me down the mountain. And, yeah, so I was getting really freaked out because I couldn't stop because I was going faster and faster and faster. And if I tried to stop, it would bend my leg backwards, and that would really hurt. So I kept going faster, and I was like freaked out. I was like, crap, like, oh my god. And then I started going so fast that I hit a tree, and I hit it on my left arm, I think, and I got a couple scratches on that arm, and that hurt for like the next couple days. And so I was stuck because my board got clipped onto the tree, pretty much. So I was just hanging on this tree down a cliff that must have been like 70 degrees. Like, that's how steep the slope was. Super steep slope. And so I was like hanging on for dear life. Like, if I fell, I would have slided down even faster and then hit a tree again. So what eventually I did was I tried to go from tree to tree, like let go of one tree and then go to the next tree, and that didn't work because I started going faster and faster again, and I couldn't control, and I hit another tree, and I hit it on my right arm, so then both arms hurt, and they both hurt for a pretty long time after. And so once I'd hit both arms, I was really annoyed with myself because I was stuck on another tree again, and I couldn't go, and my dad was looking for me because he didn't know where I was because he told me to stay where I was, but I didn't. And so, crap, got hit. Anyway, I kind of just... Okay, he just died. And, so... Oh, crap. Anyway, I was hooked onto this tree, and both my arms hurt. But the tree was right behind, probably a 10 to 15 foot cliff with snow at the bottom. Let's just say 13 feet, probably. That's probably how big it was. And I could either wait there for my dad to find me, which I tried to do for a really long time, but he didn't come because he thought that I went down, the whole thing, so he went down. He must have passed me. And so I was waiting, and I realized that he probably passed me, and he didn't know where I was. So my only option was to take off my snowboard and jump off the cliff. And so that's what I did. So I took off my snowboard, held it in my hand, jumped off the cliff, and fell into the snow, and I hurt my leg a little bit, but it wasn't that bad, so I was okay. But I went to look for my snowboard to make sure I was still holding it, and I wasn't, and so I ran down the cliff, ran down the slope looking for my snowboard, and I found it eventually, and I kind of slid on my butt holding my snowboard down the rest of the slope, and saw my dad at the bottom, and I told him what happened anyway. So Yeah, the reason I decided to tell you guys this story is because it just started snowing in my house, so I'll show you guys outside right now. Alright guys, so like I said, it just started snowing here. My screen is all ice right now. Crap. It's not hooked on. It's snowing outside. Barely. Let's see if I can look through this little hole right here. Alright, so yeah, it's kind of icing right now, I guess. Anyway, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.